Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to this update for Nicki Minaj. I have read for Nicki Minaj before. It was about 6 months ago, but due to everything that's been going on, I just felt very strongly pulled to give an update on her, and I feel like her fans want to know what's going on as well. Disclaimer for the Barbs, okay, because last time I read for Nicki Minaj, you guys seem to have some kind of problem with it. And here's the thing, she may be your idol, she may look happy and perfect on Instagram, and she may present to you this way of being, but she's still a person, okay, and she still has flaws like every other person. She's not perfect. Just because you idolize her and look up to her doesn't mean she's perfect. She still has a heart, a beating human heart, and she's still flawed like all of us. You know, I'm not a massive Nicki Minaj stan, but I hugely respect her work, just to clear that up. So if you like this video, please hit a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe down below if you enjoy psychic readings, because I upload them every single week. And leave some love for Nicki in the comments, because I'm already picking up that she needs it. Okay, so when I first began to connect with Nicki Minaj, Spirit told me to pick up all the pink. We wanted all the pink candles and the rose quartz as well. The reason being, when I asked Spirit about this, I said, why are we bringing so much femininity? Now, I know Nicki Minaj has a very feminine energy. I mentioned that in her last reading. But the reason for this is, at the moment, her world, her life, her everything is being heavily male dominated. I feel the man she's with is controlling everything. I feel that she could be possibly, allegedly, I have to say possibly, in an abusive relationship, but that's what it feels like. I feel like this is a relationship where he will go missing for days, and she tries to call him at midnight when he's still not home and he doesn't answer the phone. I did pick up on infidelity in the last reading. I feel like that still stands. And I feel like Nicki Minaj is putting up with this because she doesn't want to be alone. Even though she knows it's not right, she doesn't want to be alone. Now, Spirit also is showing me, and they kept saying to me, Drake, Drake, Drake. There is some interference here that Drake is trying to have. Not only Drake, there's a number of other men in the industry, and I am specifically being led to men because I feel like Nicki Minaj has a strong friendship with men, had a strong friendship with men. Because I feel like she's not allowed to be friends with them anymore. I feel like there's certain things that actually she's not allowed to do anymore. And I know a lot of you were concerned when you saw her at the Met Gala, and honestly I was also concerned. I just don't feel like she's okay, and I feel like it's going on in her personal life. I feel like she would have loved the man. I'll be honest, I feel like the reason she was so upset at the Met Gala was because the man who was meant to be there with her that night, standing by her side, holding on to her, saying, this is my woman, let her down. I feel like that's what happened, and she got disappointed and she had to walk that red carpet alone. I feel like she wanted him to show up with her, and he didn't. He let her down. And I feel like there may have been a massive argument before the Met Gala, which is why she was so riled up and infuriated and upset. And I feel like this man has a lot to do with the unhappiness in her life, because I'll tell you something, as soon as I connected with Nicki's energy, Spirit said to me, miserable. She's unhappy. And I really, really feel for her. And going back to Drake, I feel like there's men in the industry who have been trying to contact her and trying to call her, and all I can see is her swiping reject to the phone calls. They're trying to reach out to her, they're trying to help her, but she's rejecting all the calls. She's not allowed to talk to these people. I feel like it's like, if you talk to them, I will leave you. This is what she's being threatened with. The marriage was done for him. I feel like everything right now is being done for him, because she wants to make him happy. She wants to make him stay. Oh, maybe if I marry him, he'll love me more. No, Nicki, I don't think so. Okay, let's pull some cards. So, I hate to say it, but I just feel the energy is kind of the same. I feel like the energy is the same, if not worse, to where we left her. And as for career, I mean, I've just got a roadblock. There's just, it's, I don't know. Nicki Minaj. Okay. Nicki Minaj. Okay. Interesting. Nicki Minaj. Here we go, it's all coming out. It's all coming out, Nicki Minaj. Okay. I'm gonna move this rose quartz over here so we can lay the cards. Okay, Nicki Minaj. Okay, Nicki Minaj. Okay. Oh gosh, this isn't good. Nicki Minaj. If the tower comes out now, I mean, oh god. Okay, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj. How? I'm sorry, what? 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 But Nicki Minaj is having a baby. I picked that up on the last time I read for her. How can the Empress... Let me tell you something, the Empress card doesn't come out 3 times for someone. Spirit's giving her a baby. That's what she's going to get from this, because I'm telling you now, everything else ain't going to end well. She's going to come out on top though, because the Ace of Swords is there, so she's going to come out on top. When you look at this spread, generally, you would think... it's a pretty positive looking spread. We've got the Nine of Cups, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Lovers card. But not everything as it seems is as it seems, and that's exactly what's going on in Nicki Minaj's relationship right now. Not everything is as it seems. Okay, so we start off with the Nine of Pentacles tied to the Ace of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles is about everything you've wanted coming to fruition. So your dreams coming true, your wishes being fulfilled, everything you've worked for is now manifesting for you, and it's showing up. So this is what it looked like to her. This is what this relationship looked like to her. She fell madly in love with this guy, and it looked like, great, I'm going to get everything I want finally. Because as I talked about in her last reading, Nicki Minaj has issues with men. She still has issues with men that need healing and working on. Hopefully after this relationship ends, she will work on it, because it will end in divorce. I give it about... I want to give it 1 to 3 years. I'm pushing when I say 3 years. I'm pushing because I don't feel like it will last that long, but 1 to 2 years maybe. And so yeah, so he also presented himself this way. So he presented himself to give her everything she wanted. And so this is her, I'd say, about maybe a year ago, 6 to 12 months ago, when everything looked rosy and great. And so she made the commitment. She made the commitment. She married him. I said that was going to happen. I said there was an engagement coming. I knew that was going to happen. A Lover's card, which would usually be a very positive card and everything looks great, it's tied to the Six of Swords. And this is where the story turns a bit dark for Nicki, and it just confirms everything I said. The Six of Swords represents a tough time. It represents feeling deflated, lethargic, tired. It represents wanting to move away from a bad situation, the relationship that you've got yourself into. Nicki Minaj is starting, I feel like this is the energy now, she's starting to realise, oops, I made a mistake. Oopsies, I made a mistake. Because the Hierophant is a man of wisdom, and he's a man that's strong, and he's a man that gives you guidance. And usually the Hierophant would be a very good card, but it's tied to the Moon. And the Moon talks about illusions and limited beliefs and things that don't serve you and letting go. And so this is a man that brings across the illusion that he wants to help you, brings across the illusion that everything's great, and brings across the illusion that everything's magical, and it's not. Unfortunately, it started off well. The true colours started showing with the Six of Swords tied to the Lovers, so it just started to make her feel ill. His true colours started showing with the Moon tied to the Hierophant. Now, the great thing is about this is at the end of it all, we've got the Ace of Swords, which talks about a victory. So, despite the fact I feel like she is in an abusive relationship, she will come out on top. Because I feel like Nicki Minaj is a fighter, and I feel like, okay, it will bring her down for a little bit, but it's not going to pull her down forever, and she will get back up, but it's going to take some time, because she really, I think she was just, when she met this man, I feel like she was in a vulnerable space, and he just swooped in at the right time when she needed someone. But I keep saying to me, Lil Wayne, does Nicki Minaj have some connection to Lil Wayne? These two men are trying to reach out to her. They're trying to find out what's going on with her. She's gone MIA. They don't know what's happened to her, and they're trying to reach out, but she's like rejecting every single call. It's like she can't face people. I feel like she's a bit embarrassed. The good news is, overall, at the end of it all, she will come out on top, because despite all of this, the Ace of Swords shows up, which is victory, which is success. It's a swords card. Swords represents coming through a battle, so she is going to win the battle. And unfortunately, it is going to be a tough battle. Unfortunately, and I said this before, there are going to be things that come out in the press. I feel like this guy is being unfaithful to her, and I feel like that's going to be played out publicly in the next year. I don't know when, but it's coming. It's coming, because he's sleeping around. Now, she will get what she wants from the relationship, which is the baby. I do feel there is a pregnancy. I'm sorry, but I pulled the Empress card twice for Nicki Minaj in her last reading, and again, you don't pull the that's like triple confirmation from Spirit. The Empress card is all about fertility, pregnancy, maternity. The Empress is a maternal. Can you see her? She's sitting in like a field of nature. She is the maternal mother figure. She's a nurturer. She's a carer. She's generous. She's kind. She wants to give. And that is what Nicki Minaj is preparing to do. I feel like he will give her a baby. And I feel like that again is because a lot's about to happen. I feel like there's a lot about to play out in 2020 for Nicki Minaj. Some of it not so good, unfortunately. I feel like there's some more dramas and some beefs coming for Nicki Minaj, because again, I did say before, but she has got anger issues that she needs to deal with. But I feel like as we approach 2021 for Nicki Minaj, we will see her start to calm down, especially with the entrance of a child into her life. I can't take that away. I cannot take that away. Spirit has put the Empress card down 3 times now. The Empress card is the sign of pregnancy. And they just keep saying Drake to me. So Drake's there, he's coming, he's trying to get in touch with her. Because I feel like Drake deeply cares for her, and he's watching from a distance, and he knows something's not right. And he's trying. They're talking about the relationship with Drake and Chris Brown, and how they had a discussion about Nicki Minaj, and Chris Brown told Drake about the last time he saw Nicki Minaj and what he felt was going on in the situation. So I feel like that conversation concerned Drake, and now Drake is trying to intervene and get her out of this. So good luck to Drake. Can we just send Nicki some healing? Because some healing, some light, she needs some awareness. And I just pray for the best for her, because honestly, I feel like she's a good woman with a good heart, but she just needs to find her way out of the darkness. Thank you so much for watching this reading, lovelies. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please leave some love for Nicki down in the comments below. Hit a thumbs up if you video. If you'd like a private reading with me, then you can just email me for info@KirstieLewisReadings@outlook.com. And if you want to be involved and have your say on who I read for next, then you can just follow me on Instagram @IamKirstieLewis. For your love, light and support, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye, lovelies.